Hello there, Texas Bushcrafters. This is Real Steel, and today we're going to do a short video on battle horse knives, the Busy Bee. Since Big Jesse and Bear already gave the Busy Bee the stress test, what I was going to kind of do is just review the overall design of the knife, what I think about it, ups and downs. I can already tell you it is a good knife. I really like this knife. The 01 steel is a pretty hard steel, even though they did give it a stress test. The blade is still exceptionally sharp. I haven't sharpened it, and anyway, I am very impressed with that after seeing what they did to it. But anyway, I'm gonna give you a little review of what I think about the knife. As far as the sheath goes, I don't review sheaths. It holds the knife, it protects the edge. That's about all you can ask for. I wouldn't use it. I would make another sheath, but you don't buy an expensive knife for the sheath. So having said that, I would just make me another sheath. The Busy Bee by Battle Horse Knives is made of 01 tool steel. It has an overall length of 8.5 inches and a blade length of 3.5 inches. It has an ergonomic canvas micarta handle that is 5 inches long. I'm kind of just messing around right now. I found this piece of tickle tongue, and I was going to see if it would, it's so nice and straight, I was going to see if I could make a handrail out of it. Very pithy wood. The reason they call this tickle tongue is because the Indians used to use it for toothaches. If you take a piece of the bark off and put it between your cheek and your gum, it has a numbing effect. It tastes horrible, but aspirin's better. You get the picture. I really like a little bit longer blade for my bushcraft knives, but this is a good one. Fix this camera here. I don't ever, I hardly ever baton wood. The only time I baton wood is if I'm trying to make kindling for a small fire, or if I need to make a hearth board or something like that. I would never normally use a knife. I would use I have larger knives for stuff like that, and I also have axes and hatchets and things like that. I wouldn't use a knife like this to necessarily baton wood, but you can do it. It can be done. It's just not, in my mind, a good knife for that. This knife is extremely sharp considering what it's been through. I don't see any kind of flaw in the edge whatsoever. There's no flaws. Especially after what Bear and Big Jesse put it through. Here's a feather stick. Did a beautiful job. This is cedar or juniper or whatever you want to call it. And very hard wood. Still did a great job on that feather stick. One more thing I like about the Busy Bee is the fact that the 4-inch blade is perfect for processing hindquarters. The length of the blade will allow you to plunge it in. If you're separating the brisket and the hams and all the muscle tissue that's in the hindquarters, you could plunge this blade all the way in, and because it's less than 4 inches long, you don't have to worry about hitting the lymph nodes of the deer. That is a big plus in my book. Sometimes the canvas micarta will stain with blood, but usually it comes off pretty clean. I can also see myself really using this to skin the deer. That handle again, that ergonomic shape of the handle. You're going to be holding that knife for a long time, and you want that good handle. This would be perfect. Now that I think about it, this would be perfect for processing a deer. Just a side note here, it looks like a pig dug up a paper wasp nest. I just thought it was interesting. The main thing I take away from the Busy Bee is the handle. I like the fact that it's got a wide handle, it's got this ergonomically correct shape to it, it's a little bit longer, and it lends itself to be able to be used for long periods of time without making your hands too tired, whether you're carving a spoon or a bowl or whatever you're using for. This is kind of an everyday carry kind of knife. The blade length lends itself to be carried legally. I really did like the handle on it. That's one of the main things I carry away from this review.
Knives, Busy Bee. They sent this to me last Wednesday, and this is actually OT1 tool steel, and with this